Hello everybody, it's Lena, and in today's video we are building this classic white suburban sort of house for a family in the world of Copperdale in The Sims 4. So we are building it on a 20 by 15 lot, which is the smallest lot size, so you know, a real small one. And I feel like on the outside this house looks very petite, however on the inside it's actually pretty spacious. Like there are 4 bedrooms in this house and 2 bathrooms, so you can definitely live here with quite a lot of Sims, 6 in total to be exact, because we've got the parents' bedroom which has room for 2 Sims, then we've got 2 kids' bedrooms with a single bed in each, so we're at 4 Sims now, and then there's a little nursery with room for 2 babies, because I was just in the mood to decorate a nursery, and I feel like I never really do that. Most of the time I'm just like, nah, that does not really interest me. Like a whole room dedicated to just a baby that's gonna age up and turn into an infant in like a few days, like that just seems unnecessary. And it kind of is like to decorate a whole room just for that, but I wanted to do that today because I don't know if this was clear based on what I just said, but what I'm talking about is like the newborn babies. I'm not talking about infants. I made a nursery for 2 newborns that are like twins. I imagine that it's for a boy and a girl because one crib is blue and the other crib is pink, and you know, colors and genders and whatnot. I don't know. So that was just what I was picturing, and I just had a good time making it. I was just in the mood to decorate a nursery. I don't know why I'm sitting here trying to justify my actions when I absolutely do not have to do that, okay? So stupid. But other than that, honestly, I don't really know if I have much else to say about the house. It's just like a cozy one. I decorated it in a very like family-esque way. I just made it very warm and cozy and nice looking. I don't know, I wanted it to feel very like comfy in a way. So yeah, that was just what I had in mind when I decorated it, and it's just a cute little house that you can raise a family in and have a good time, and that's that. Yeah, obviously it'll be available on my gallery page. My ID on there is LacyLena, and that yeah, that's the build. I feel very cold right now. It's been like unusually cold for the past week or something here where I am. Like it's been around 14-15 degrees Celsius, which is just so not warm in July. Like what do you mean? That's not summer weather. Right now apparently my PC is currently saying that it's 20 degrees outside, which is not like extremely cold, but also it's not July weather. Like what are you doing, Mama Earth? Come on, don't do this to me. I just want nice summery weather because that is what's good. Okay, that's what I signed up for when I decided to be alive during July. But even though it's like not actually that cold outside, I'm still super cold right now as I'm sitting here in my room recording this video. Like I'm literally wrapped up in a blanket. It's July. I'm not supposed to be wrapped up in a blanket, but I am because I was freezing my butt off, okay? And I've got 2 pairs of fuzzy socks on, so I don't really know what that's about. But how warm is it in my bedroom? Oh my goodness, it's 24.5 degrees. That's kind of wild. How am I this cold when it's that warm or like that comfy? I like warm degrees, I really, really do. Warm temperatures, that's good. I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit. I'm gonna check it, okay? Because I want you all to understand what the temperatures are like. So the first thing that I said was like 14 degrees Celsius. 14 C2F, okay? Oh, that's 57.2 degrees Fahrenheit. That is cold during July. Like, what do you mean? What on earth? Let's do 20. Oh, that's 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, that is also pretty damn cold during July, even though it's not like horrendously cold, right? But 24.5 degrees, that's 76.1. I don't know, I really shouldn't be freezing my ass off in my bedroom when it's that warm, but I am, so oh well. But that's because I'm used to it being like 28 degrees in here, because that's just how hot it is sometimes during this summer. My room gets very warm. Anyway, what a riveting conversation. We're not even 5 minutes into this video and I've already resorted to talking about some absolute bullshit. Like what is that? I don't know. That's real stupid. But yeah, I don't know. I just like don't really have anything really interesting to tell you about this build because it is really just a super ordinary suburban home. But I think it's very cute, and I was just kind of like in the mood to build something very classic and not out of the box in any way, shape, or form. So that is exactly what I did. I did not really spend that long on this build. I built it over the span of 2 days, which is not a lot for me. Like normally it takes me around like at least 4 to 5 days, depending on the size of the build and the like complexity of it, of course. But yeah, this one did not take a long time for me. So that was pretty fun, and I really like the outcome, and I hope you guys will get a lot of fun out of using it if you decide to download it and play with it. Yeah, so that's just all, I guess. But I hope you guys are all doing good. I hope you've had a good day, and I hope that everything is going well in your life at the moment. Personally, I'm pretty okay right now. As I've been talking about a little bit in some of my videos, I'm currently in the process of getting my ocean kayaking certificate, and I was like kind of hoping that I would have gotten it by now, but the weather has just like been so bad. Like it's been super cold, obviously, as I talked about, but that's not like a huge problem because obviously I can just put on some layers, wear a bunch of clothes, then it's not really a big deal. But it's been very windy, and I have not really been wanting to go out and kayak when the waves are pretty bad, since I'm very inexperienced. So you know, that's not really like the most fun thing ever. So the way it works is that you have to prove you can do a bunch of like different things in the kayak to save yourself and to save others and everything like that you might need to do when you're out on the water. And I have already done that, so I'm done with that part of it. But right now I'm just like getting all the kilometers in that are necessary for me to get the certificate. So you have to like reach a certain amount of kilometers, and I'm not very far off. And if I play my cards right, I will be getting my certification tomorrow, which is very exciting because that means I will be able to go kayak by myself, which is the goal, because I really don't like to rely on other people. I really hate that on days and nights and whatever where the weather is really good and the water is completely like still and beautiful and mirror-like. I really want to go out and sail, but I haven't really been able to do that because I have to rely on more experienced sailors to be with me, and I don't really want to do that. I just want to like go out and kayak whenever I want to and whenever I have the time, you know? So if I play my cards right, and if I manage to convince someone to take me on like a fairly long ride tomorrow, I will be getting my certification, because I'm only missing 10 kilometers right now. So that might not be a problem. I really hope that I will be able to do it. So I'm crossing my fingers, and I just really want that because that'll be very fun, and I just want to like be free and do whatever I want. And also I just really don't want it to take that long because obviously summer is only like this long, so I don't want to spend all of summer just like trying to get the certificate so I can't go out by myself. So yeah, anyway, I'm really crossing my fingers that I get to do it tomorrow. Last trip or ride that I was on last week was 8 kilometers, and I definitely felt like I could have like sailed a little bit longer than that, so I don't think that 10 kilometers is a problem. I just have to coordinated ride with the other people. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna ask someone if they can do that with me. But yeah, that's just what's going on in my life. I really hope I'm gonna get my certificate soon. And other than that, I don't really have that much going on. Like obviously it's summer. My mom is gonna start her summer break very soon, so that's gonna be fun. We're gonna do some fun stuff together, and I'm just like hoping to hang out with some different people and to just have fun and not really stress too much about life. I have had a lot of stuff going on recently, as I've talked a bit about in my recent videos, and that has been weighing on me pretty heavily, so that has, you know, been a struggle. But I'm just trying to like let go of all of my worries, right? And just trying to not be so annoyed and stressed all the time, because it sucks and it's not fun at all. So yeah, that's that. And I've been going on like a lot of walks and whatever else, like a lot of nighttime walks, which has been very fun. So what I mean is that I've been going on walks at like 10 or 11 p.m, which I really love to do, and it's really great that I get to do that now during the summer because it's still light outside at that time, and obviously it's not during the winter, so I get to be out in the beautiful like evening light with the beautiful sunset colors some days, and it's just so nice. And since it's also around twilight, a lot of the nocturnal animals are starting to be out at that time, which I love. So I've been seeing a lot of fun animals, and also I've been talking to a bunch of cats. Like last night on my evening walk, I talked to 3 different cats for like a long time, and they were so cute, and I loved it. It's so fun. I love going on late night summer walks. It's the best. So as you can tell, my life has clearly been extremely interesting as of late. Yeah, I don't know. It's just been like a little bit negative, but I don't really want to talk about that. Don't really want to focus on it. So I'm just focusing on the like nicer things and the smaller things in life, because as I always like to think and to say, I don't know if I say this that much in my videos, but it's something that I think about very often, is that like it's the small things in life that matter, and it's the small things that like make or break things. And like the bigger things are good too, like big life achievements, they're really, really great, but it's the little things that make the everyday life worth it and bearable, I guess. So yeah, it's just good to focus on what you've got going on at the moment of good stuff, I guess. But going back to the topic of kayaking, so what I really, really want to do, or what my goal is that I really want to achieve with this whole kayaking journey that I've embarked on, is that I really just want to see the coast from the seaside, because I grew up by the water. I have always felt very, very privileged to grow up like right by the water. I don't live with an ocean view at all by any means, but I live close to it, so that's very, very cool. And I've always just really loved the ocean, and I feel very connected to it. But for the longest time, I've never really enjoyed the water. I've just looked at it, like I haven't done anything on it. I used to sail as a kid because I was in some sailing classes, which was very, very cool and fun, and I sailed little boats, and I loved that so much. But then I stopped doing that when I was around 12 years old maybe, and I haven't really been on the water ever since then. And I'm not really like a beach person, so I basically don't go down there ever. But now I've started really utilizing the water again, which I'm so happy about. And I just feel like I live in such a beautiful place, and I want to really just appreciate that in more ways than I normally do. And it's been so fun to see all of these very cool, like very expensive houses that are next to me, that are by the water, and to like see them from the seaside, because I've only ever seen them from the road and from the land, which is very cool and very beautiful, but it's a completely different experience to see it from the water. And one of the people that I was kayaking with last week, she pointed out that she like obviously sails there all the time because she's a very experienced kayaker, but she pointed out that she never ever sees any of these people that own the coastal residences by the water and like in their backyards and down by the water and doing anything with it, not even like looking at their views or anything like that, which I think is really, really sad, because I would love to have a super cool house like that. Like that is my dream. That is one of my absolute like ultimate dreams in life, to have a cool house like that. That is so fun, right? That's amazing. So for these people to have achieved that, and they don't even like really appreciate it, or at least not based on what I've seen so far and what she has seen in her many years of kayaking in this area, like she never really sees people. And we kind of like came to this conclusion when we were talking about it, that they work so hard to be able to afford these expensive houses that they don't even have time or like energy or anything to enjoy the place that they've got, which is just really, really sad. And I hate that. And I hate that it has to be that way. So that is a shame. And it also just kind of like makes me rethink my life goals and whatnot. I don't even know if it's like a proper goal of mine to live in one of these houses, because I grew up here. So do I really want to like spend my entire life right here? I really want to go out in the world and see other things and like experience other stuff. But it is a very cool place. So if I end up, you know, spending the remainder of my life in this area where I grew up, I would like to live in one of those cool houses. But am I ever going to do that, like realistically? Probably not. But it would be very cool. But yeah, I wish, or I hope that if I ever get to be that lucky, I hope that I will actually appreciate what I've got. I assume that the vast majority of you guys don't have any idea what I'm really talking about and referring to when I talk about this, because it's just like a random coast in Denmark, and I know that the vast majority of you guys are American, so why would you know anything about this coast, right? It doesn't matter to you. But like a lot of the houses here are like pretty expensive, and there's a large area of very like expensive houses. And that's not at all where I want to live, because it's very like show-offy, and the people that live in those areas have a certain reputation, and I grew up around them, so I do know that they oftentimes do live up to that reputation. So I'm not really like too fond of that area. I think it's beautiful and I appreciate the beauty of it, but I don't want to spend my life there. I don't want to become a part of that. That's just so not me. However, there are some more humble areas of the coast, and that is what attracts me. That's what I think is very beautiful and very nice. And some time ago, I think this was probably 5 years ago or something, I was just like driving around with my dad, and I noticed that one house in particular was for sale, and it's just so cute. So I looked it up on like the sales website, and I saw the inside of it, and I saw the floor plan and the backyard and like everything about it, and this is just like my dream house. It has been my dream ever since then. And even though it's just like a very like little house, it's pretty humble, or at least it looks very humble. It's extremely expensive, because that's just the reality of the housing market nowadays. Like, it's very, very bad. The price so horrible. So I really want to live there. It's been like a low-key dream of mine for many, many years, but I mean, I'm never gonna actually live in that particular house. I'm aware of that, right? But I do really want it. It's so cute and I love it, and I want that. I would give everything that I have to own that house and just live out my days there. But it's not gonna happen. So yeah, I don't want anything like super flashy and like big and crazy and anything like that. I just want something humble that is very nice. But that's too much to ask for, definitely, because realistically I'm not gonna make that much money in my life. I know that, but it would be cool, and I'm allowed to dream. Dreams are what keep us going, I think. I'm a firm believer of that. So oh well. But that's like a long-term, far-fetched goal of mine that I would like to see myself in when I'm maybe like 50 and I have kids that are grown-ish or something. I don't know what my situation is going to be like at that point, but when I'm grown and have like a real job, have like grown-up money, right? I would love to live there. That would be very cool. However, what I want to do right now, what I would love to see myself in at this very moment in time, is I really, really want to just purchase a super tiny apartment in Copenhagen. I really want like a cutesy 40 square meter apartment, which is very small. I know you guys like in America use square feet. I don't know how much that is in square feet. I should Google it, because I've already had Google up in this video, so we can just do it again. 40 square meters is 5,200 square feet. So a small apartment, that's all I want in life right now, and I would love for it to be like an old-timey cutesy apartment building. That's the dream, with like beautiful windows. That's what I want, and it's definitely like an unrealistic goal for me as of right now, but I would love that, and maybe I will get to do that within the next 3-5-ish years. That is definitely something that I want to do. So yeah, I don't know why I ended up talking about my dreams and goals in life right now. That was not what I planned on doing, but that's just what I've been thinking about lately. But another dream that I've literally always had, like for as long as I possibly can remember, it's just been something that I've wanted since I was a teeny tiny girl. I've always just really wanted to live in like Southern Europe, down by the Mediterranean, again by the coast, because I love the water, I love the ocean, I'm a big fan, and I just love the Mediterranean Sea because it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's just what I want in life. There's nothing more to that. I love the vibes, so I want that more than anything. So for that reason, my unrealistic dreams, if we just like go through it all right now, because apparently that's just what we're doing in this video. So what I want to do is right now I want to purchase my little apartment in Copenhagen, in central Copenhagen, okay? A very small one, super humble, cutesy stuff, because I'm just a humble icon, you know? That's so gross. But yeah, I want that. And then if I get some opportunity to like work or study or something in either southern France or southern Italy and Greece or Croatia, like I'm not picky, okay? I will take any southern European country. I will go right there, right now, okay? And then I'll rent out my apartment because that's cool. Just like make some extra cash, and I won't just leave an apartment in the city empty because that would be very, very selfish, and I will not be a very gross landlord. I'll require a very, very fair monthly payment, and then I will have someone who's nearby to come fix their issues whenever stuff comes up, okay? That's what I want. No bad landlords here, okay? And then I'll hopefully live down in Southern Europe for many, many years, probably a few decades or so, and just have fun, maybe create a little family down there, whatever happens, I don't know. I kind of like have this stupid dream of becoming a single mom, which again is unrealistic because that's like super difficult, and single moms, they work so hard, and I'm very, very like proud of every single mom who's just like doing her best. I appreciate you guys so much, and I have the utmost respect for you all, but I kind of want that because I don't really need the drama of like a second parent. So if I have the money and I have the means and I have like everything to create a good life for me and like my kid as a single mom, I would love that, okay? That is what I want. So I want that. This is my unrealistic dream, so I'm allowed to just choose kind of like weird stuff, right? When I'm around 50, I'm gonna move back and I'm gonna buy that little house by the water that I talked about in Denmark, okay? That's the one I want, and then I want to end my days right there, and I want to have like maybe a couple grandkids coming over. That sounds very fun. That is what I want in life. That is my life plan, and of course, throughout all of this, I will have like at least 5 dogs, and I won't have like 5 dogs at a time, so different dogs because they die and stuff like that, because in my dream, dogs do not die, they live forever. And Minnie, my current dog, who's about to be 14, she's still gonna be here when I'm 50 something, so yay. That's my super realistic dream of what I want to achieve in life. But I don't know, I'm gonna keep my doors open. Anyway, let me know if you have some very cool dream in life that you want that is like semi unrealistic, but still it might possibly happen in some way or another, because I love to know. I like dreams. I like to listen to people's dreams and whatnot. Like, do you dream of living a luxurious life, or just like a somewhat quiet life, or just what do you want? I really want to hear. I feel like I've probably sounded like such an absolute airhead throughout the majority of this video, because I've just been like, ooh, when I get old, I want this and that, and that's not realistic. I know that. I know life is very, very nuanced and difficult and complex and whatnot. I'm aware of that, but again, a girl can dream. I'm allowed to just kind of sit and say stuff that might not happen. This is just kind of like what I want. I'm still open. I'm gonna keep my doors and my options open, and I'm not gonna be very closed off to cool things that might be coming my way. Even if they don't perfectly align with what I've been telling you in this video, that is okay. I will take something a little bit less good than what I've told you. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry for being an airhead. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please do give it a little thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already and you enjoy my content. I would really, really appreciate it. I hope you're having an amazing, amazing day, and then I cannot wait to see you all in my next video that I will be posting in just a few days. So, bye everybody!